up in front of us here. That's because they get a head start in this unlimited class. It's not a scratch final. It's not a scratch start. You can see that we have a staggered start. So this gets very, very interesting very, very quickly, because the quarter-litre machines in front of us here, Chris Still and Russell Little, they've got a good few yards on the rest of the field. How long will it take? Can they catch up in the format? So there we go then, and it's Chris Still and Russell Little that lead off on their 250 machines. Mitch Godden quickly pursues them, but Edward Kennett quickly goes through into that third place. They're battling over third and fourth at the moment, but this really is about Chris Still and Russell Little trying to get away from those big 500 machines. Already you can see Edward Kennett coming up to the back of Russell Little in that second place. Past it's Edward Kennett now moving into second, so he's gone past Russell Little. James Shanes is now in that fifth place, chasing after Mitchell Godden. He got a little bit out of shape going into the turn. Mitch Godden's now gone past Russell Little into that third. So Chris Still still at the front on that 250, but I think Edward Kennett's about to come round the outside of him. As they come past us, they take the last lap flag. Chris Still still in the lead, but Edward Kennett's gone into the turn much faster. He's got past Chris Still now. Now Edward Kennett leads, Mitch Godden's in second, and James Shanes is trying to follow them, but Chris Still's got in the way of James Shanes on the exit of that turn. So we've got a blockbuster finish here, because Edward Kennett's in first, Mitch Godden second, James Shanes has got through for that third. He's now trying to cut the inside of Mitch Godden, but it's Edward Kennett who wins. Mitch Godden second, James Shanes third, Chris Still fourth, Rodney McDonald fifth, Paul Knott finishes sixth. In fact, Robin Pilcher finishes sixth. Paul Knott slows up on the line. So, fantastic racing from the unlimited class. Results in a moment. So the results of race one, the first unlimited solo, it was a win for number 6, Edward Kennett. Second place, number 9, Mitchell Godden. Third place, number 93, James Shanes. Fourth place, number 76, Chris Still. Fifth place, number 14, Rodney McDonald. And those 5 go through to race 48 later on in the day, the unlimited solo final. Sixth place was 174, Robin Pilcher. Seventh place, number 20, Paul Knott. And the winning time, 105.88. 105.88. So, race number 2, and we've got Graham Thomas coming to line up in front of us. Two-time British 250cc solo champion. He is no slouch on that 250. You can see as well that the 350s are just in front of the 500cc solos, and the upright solos are on the start line as well. So, a mix here Wayne Broadhurst is not one of the 350s here, it's Daniel Broughton, number 15, who's on the 350, just in front of the start line. All those 500 are at the start. Away we go, and it's Graham Thomas then. So, how quickly can Graham Thomas get away from the rest of the pack? Paul Hurry's already gone past those 350s, and he tears off into the turn. So, Graham Thomas leads Paul Hurry at the moment. It's Stuart Mears in third. Gareth Hickmott is trying to go round the outside of him for that fourth place. So, Graham Thomas, number 314, leading the way at the moment. Paul Hurry's much tighter on the turn. He's obviously got twice the power of Graham Thomas, and he goes past him going into this turn. He's fallen! Paul Hurry's fallen on the machine. So the yellow flags go out on this turn. Paul Hurry picks himself up. It's very slippery on that inside. He looks like he's trapped under the bike a little bit there as well. Quickly looking to see if Paul Hurry gets himself up. He is up, and he's back on the machine, but Graham Thomas still leads on that 250 machine. Stuart Mears is in second. Gareth Hickmott third. It's fourth place for Ricky Sandford on that 350 machine at the moment. So we've got a 250 solo still leading at the moment. The whole gaggle of riders being led by Bob Dolman towards the back. So round they come for the final time. It looks like we're going to see a win for a 250. It's Graham Thomas who takes the win. Stuart Mears finishes second. Gareth Hickmott third. Ricky Sandford fourth. Jody Hodgson finishes fifth. Bob Dolman sixth. Nigel Coates seventh. Daniel Broughton in eighth. And Barry Copes ninth. So race 2 in the Unlimited. And it was a win on the 250cc machine for number 314 Graham Thomas. Second place, number 41 Stuart Mears. Third place, number 117 Gareth Hickmott. Fourth place, number 04 Ricky Sandford. Fifth place, number 53 Jody Hodgson. Those 5 go with the other 5 to join them in the Unlimited final, race 48. Sixth place, number 16 Bob Dolman. Seventh place, number 7 Nigel Coates. 8th place, number 15, Daniel Broughton. And 9th place, number 77, Barry Coates. And the winning time, 1:11.87. 1:11.87 was the winning time for Graham Thomas. So that race 48 looks very interesting with a mix of 250s, 350s and 500s making it to the final. We're away with race 3, the left-hand sidecar. And into the turn goes Josh Penfold and Rob Heath side by side, but it's Rob Heath and Kyle Fish who lead in the middle of the turn. Josh Penfold goes right round the outside of him, and it's Josh Penfold just in front of Rob Heath. They're close into that turn. It's Rob Heath on the inside, Josh Penfold on the outside, absolutely neck and neck as they go into that turn. So as they come past us, Rob Heath and Kyle Fish, the current British champions from 2019, they're holding off the challenge from Josh Penfold. This is what they do so well, Rob Heath and Kyle Fish. They get themselves in front, make themselves as big as possible. They will force Josh Penfold onto that wide outside line, and you can see Josh Penfold and Dan Woodbridge trying to go round the outside, but there just isn't enough speed. Last lap flag going for Rob Heath and Kyle Fish. Alex Bowman and Mark Hopkins in that third place at the moment. And now you can see the British champions, they've got away from Josh Penfold. Great ride from Rob Heath and Kyle Fish as they climb the bank in for the final time. They'll take a win in this race 3. Number 18, Rob Heath and Kyle Fish. Second place to Josh Penfold and Dan Woodbridge. Third place to Alex Bowman. And it looks like 4th and 5th have got problems, definite problems for number 27, Joe Holland. So race 3, the left-hand sidecars, leg 1. It was a win for number 18, Rob Heath and Kyle Fish. Second place, number 16, Josh Penfold and Dan Woodbridge. Third place, number 7, Alex Bowman and Mark Hopkins. Fourth place, number 27, Joe Holland and Jordan Holland. And the winning time, 1:19.66. 1:19.66. As we look to our second heat, race 4, our second heat of left-hand sidecars. Great to see such a big lineup of left-hand sidecars here at the South Eastern Centre Championships. So we're not expecting to see number 25, Tony Penfold and Ryan Barker, and you can see that outside gate is not filled. So away we go, and it's Tommy Penfold who lead. Tommy Penfold and Will Naden, they lead into the turn comfortably from Danny Hill and Harry Hill in that second place. Billy Penfold in that third place. He's looking to nip up the inside of Danny and Harry Hill as they come around that turn. But Tommy Penfold really has got away here. He made a flying start and he's really got away from the rest of the pack. Danny Hill in that second place, very new to left-hand sidecar driving. Massive with Jim Penfold. Now has taken the bars himself, but at the moment he's got Steve North all over the back of him at the moment. Steve North trying to find a way round the outside in that second place. It really is where the racing is at the moment, in that second spot. So, last lap flag being made ready. This is a dominant performance from Tommy Penfold as they hit the bumps hard coming past us. Danny Hill's doing everything he can to keep Steve North behind him. Steve North trying his best to get up the inside. Now he's going to switch to go around the outside in that second place. Sensible ride here from Danny Hill. He's on that inside line. He's not leaving any gaps for Steve North. And if Steve North drifts too wide, Billy Penfold will nip up the inside of him as well. So it's going to be a win here for number 96, Tommy Penfold and William Maiden. It's going to be very close for this second place. It's just about Danny and Harry Hill. Steve North in that third, Billy Penfold and Warren Atkinson fourth. So the results of race 4, the left-hand sidecar second heat. It was a win for number 96, Tommy Penfold and William Maiden. Second place, number 124, Danny and Harry Hill. Third place, number 193, Steve North and Steve North Jr. Fourth place, number 125, Billy Penfold and Warren Atkinson. And fifth place, number 69, Kaylee Booth and Carl Bedingfield. The winning time, incredibly close to the first heat, 1:19.81. 1:19.81, so very, very comparable times in those first two heats. Now we've got our third heat of left-hand sidecar, sponsored by Bud and Daft Shaw. And we've got Will Penfold and Ricky Pay coming off of gate 1 in this race. In fact, they're not in gate 1. Will Penfold is in gate 4, as I can see across there. Away we go. Darren Morris leaps in the air on the outside line. That's a shame for him, but it's number 98 who's got away here. Michael and Tim Phillips, they lead into the turn. Will Penfold and Ricky Pay are in that second place. Martin Cuff and Colin Clark in third. So up the back straight they go. This really is a good ride in the early part of this race for Michael Phillips. He's holding off the 3 times British champion at the moment in Will Penfold and Ricky Pay. They've got up the inside of him here though. Michael Phillips and Tim Phillips holding Will Penfold at bay. Into this top corner they go. Martin Cuff is now going around the outside. So we've got 3 riders here all up against each other. 3 outfits going for it. Will Penfold, he's trying up that inside, but Martin Cuff's on the outside. So great ride this by Michael Phillips to hold off 2 very good riders. Will Penfold's forced Martin Cuff really wide. That really has played into the hands of Michael Phillips at the front. Martin Cuff's now got through into that second place. And he will now chase after Michael Phillips in that first, if he can hold Will Penfold and Ricky Pay at bay. Both of these outfits are now catching up with Michael and Tim Phillips as they go into this final turn. Martin Cuff's gone right round the outside. It's a long way round. And now Will Penfold's nipped up the inside. It's very close on the line. It's incredibly close they come past us. I'm going to have to wait for the lap scores. That was really, really close between the 3. We also had outfit number 20, Corey Taylor, stranded on the outside here as well. Heart-stopping stuff from the left-handers. Brilliant racing once again. So the results of a very entertaining race 5. It was a win for number 98, Michael Phillips and Tim Phillips. Second place was number 128, Martin Cuff and Colin Clark, just on the line. And third, number 2, Will Penfold and Ricky Pay. No other finishers in race 5. The winning time, 1:21.06. 1:21.06. Fabulous left-hand sidecar racing. And now we've got 250cc solos. Number 42, Stuart Milton, is a non-starter. 34, Ben Phillips will go in this race from gate number 1. And number 19, Dave Mears. And number 247, Jordan Derrick, both non-starters. We do have in gate 11 though, number 339, Shane Knight. So 10 solos should be lined up. Just waiting because we've got that outfit still over there on the back straight on the circuit. We'll wait for that to be cleared before we make a start. So we've already seen Chris Still, number 76, hold his own in that unlimited class. And Russell Little, they're both in this one. Very strong 250 line up here. Have all 10 riders at the start line at the moment. Not sure what the hold up is at the moment. I don't know if we're just waiting for that sidecar to come back. So we're happy to go, so we are going to go. Somebody's touched the tapes on the outside. Hopefully the red flag will go out. They've seen it straight away, so we will wait for them to go back to the start line to try again. So race number 6, sponsored by Clive Salmon, just fixing the start tapes, and then we will be away with race number 6. Some very good 250 riders here, quite an open field this one. So don't forget, if you haven't bought your raffle tickets yet, raffle tickets are available behind us here at the PA box, and a commemorative mug as well, available for your purchase. We do get 5 minutes or so, it's well worth coming over to get yourself into the raffle, £1 a strip. One of our riders has been left on the line, not sure who that was or why that's happened. It's Chris Still that leads into the turn, followed by Tim Greig. And that's Aidan Arthur that's come around the outside of Tim Greig, so good ride by Aidan Arthur. A young rider has just come up from youth. He's going into that second place at the moment because he's going up round the banking. And he's fallen actually as he's gone around that bank. There's a big fall for Aidan Arthur, everyone's missed him. The red flags are out. So problems on that pit corner. That was a nasty fall for Aidan Arthur. We won't have Aidan Arthur, number 60. And it looks like we've got no Russell Little either. And I can see 339 Shane Knight in the middle of the circuit as well, so down to 7. And away we go, and it's Chris Still once again that's made a flying start. He goes past us first, Tim Greig in second, Carl Benningfield in that third. Now I'm keeping my eye on number 34, Ben Phillips in that third place, because he's been going very well this year. You can see he's already gone through into that second place. But Chris Still gets away here, going very well at the moment in the 250 class, but Ben Phillips, he's very, very fast into the banking. But he's gone extremely wide, so he's covering an awful lot more distance than Chris Still in that second place. Tim Greig in that third. Adam Hawker in fourth at the moment. He's going to now come onto the back of Tim Greig in that third place. So, number 76, Chris Still. Looking good in this race. He looked good in the Unlimited as well. He takes the last lap. Ben Phillips at the moment, he hasn't got enough speed to catch him. Tim Greig still holding on to that third place with Adam Hawker in fourth. Carl Benningfield holding fifth at the moment. So round they come for the last time. It's going to be a win for Chris Still, number 76. Ben Phillips finishes second. Third place will be Tim Greig. Adam Hawker fourth. Fifth place to Carl Bedingfield. Lee Bassett in sixth. Gary Cook seventh. So the results of race 6, sponsored by Clive Salmon. It was a win for number 76, Chris Still. Second place, number 34, Ben Phillips. Third place, number 10, Tim Greig. Fourth place, number 50, Adam Walker. Fifth place, number 73, Carl Bedingfield. Sixth place, number 3, Lee Bassett. And seventh place, number 6, Gary Cook. And the winning time, 1 minute 12.94. 1 minute 12.94. Race 7 is already on the line. We've got no Ben Phillips in this one. He went in the first heat. He's the only non-starter in this race. As away they go, it's Rob Mear who leads going into that first turn. Cameron Taylor roars up the inside of Rob Mear into that turn. They get very close in the middle of the corner. Rob Mear's gone wide. There's a problem for Rob Mear. That's a real shame, but he's allowed Cameron Taylor to get away here. Graham Thomas is in that second place. Richie Knight's in third. And it's Vinny Smith that's going up the banking to go round both Phil Thomas and Richie Knight in that third, fourth and fifth spot. So number 101, Cameron Taylor, what a season he's having. His first season in the adult class. He's been a revelation this season. He's won lots of meetings already in this 250 class. You can see how quick he is. He's got one more lap to go. Number 101, Cameron Taylor. Vinny Smith has got himself through into that third place now, and he's chasing after Graham Thomas. And I can see Rob Mear is now climbing his way back through, so whatever that problem was on the first turn, he has sorted it out. But it's Cameron Taylor who takes the win. Graham Thomas finishes in second. Vinny Smith will finish third. Fourth place to Rob Mear. Close on the line for fifth between Richie Knight and Phil Thomas. Charlie Smith. And then Will Smith. So the results of race 7, the 250 solos. It was a win for number 101, Cameron Taylor. Second place, number 314, Graham Thomas. Third place, number 27, Vinny Smith. Fourth place, number 151, Rob Mear. Fifth place, number 229, Richie Knight. Sixth place, number 22, Phil Thomas. Seventh, number 13, Charlie Smith. Eighth, number 129, Will Smith. Ninth, number 181, and 10th, number 99, and the winning time, 111.72, 111.72. So race 8, coming thick and fast now, aren't they? As somebody's broken the tapes as I say that. So the upright class, sponsored by Lydia Penfold, and these upright class has been very entertaining this year. Got some very capable riders in the upright class. If you're not familiar with Grasstrack, the upright is talking about the engine. If you look at these machines, they come past the machine. The engine sits upright in the machine as opposed to laid down in a modern solo bike. So second time we've seen the tapes broken over there. Not sure what's going on. I did have a look at the start for the solos earlier. Gates 1, 2 and 3 are considerably more uphill than the rest of the gates. Obviously they all come over that rise and go down the hill, but gates 1 to 3 definitely slightly more uphill than the rest of the start. So away we go, and a rider loops it on the line. I think that may have been Brian Winslow who looped it on the line. Hopefully he's okay. The rest of the riders go into the turn. It's Paul Knott that leads, number 20. Rodney McDonald in second. Nigel Coates in third, but he's being challenged hard by Tim Kernock in that third place. The red flags have come out because the rider who's fallen on the start line is in a bit of trouble. Looks like he's in a bit of trouble on that start line, so we've stopped the race so that the first aiders can get to that start line to make sure that Brian is okay. So the rerun of race 8 is on the line. We're just waiting for the riders to come under starters' orders. And away we go, and it is number 20, Paul Knott, who leads, coming past us. So Paul Knott leads into the first turn. Rodney McDonald's in second. Tim Kernock's in that third place. And Rodney McDonald already putting Paul Knott under a lot of pressure coming out of that turn. They're close for first and second at the moment. Paul Knott just ahead of Rodney McDonald, who's much tighter on the turn. He's got up the inside, he's past Paul Knott. Good ride by Rodney McDonald, but Paul Knott switched to come back up the inside. Back into the top corner they go. So Rodney McDonald, he's now slightly wider than Paul Knott on that turn and finding plenty of speed, but Paul Knott's faster on that inside line. He's gone back up the inside of him. So just like Paul Knott did on the first lap, Rodney McDonald has now gone back into second on the second lap. So the last lap flag is out. Will Rodney McDonald be able to come back on terms with Paul Knott going into this turn? Tim Kernock looking at the action in that third place. He'll pounce if there's any mistakes made by those front two riders. Into this pit turn they go then. Paul Knott, he looks like he's got this one sewn up as he comes out of that turn. It's going to be a win for Paul Knott. He takes the win ahead of Rodney McDonald. Tim Kernock in third. Mike Dowling finishes fourth. Chris Malone fifth and Nigel Coates sixth. So the results of race number 8, it was a win for number 20, Paul Knott. Second place, number 14, Rodney McDonald. Third place, number 726, Tim Kernock. Fourth place, number 282, Mike Dowling. Fifth place, number 68, Chris Malone. Sixth place, number 7, Nigel Coates. Seventh place, number 89, Luke Tuck. Eighth place, number 13, Paul Morphy. And ninth place, number 707, Jeff Jego. And the winning time, 1 minute 10.03. 1 minute 10.03. So, race 9, sponsored by Carol and Jim Wiseman. The upright solos, the second heat of upright solos. And they are already on the line. We should have 11 riders on the line. It looks like we've got all of them there. Well, away we go. It's a good start from the middle of the circuit. It's Bob Dolman and Darren Phillips who have got away. Ashley Hill's on the outside. Three of them going to the turn together, but it's Bob Dolman who leads Darren Phillips. Ashley Hill is in that third place. So back up to this pit corner. This seems to be where lots of the overtaking's happening going into this turn, and Darren Phillips has done exactly that. He's gone up the inside. He's put Bob Dolman under pressure, but Bob Dolman responds. He still leads. Darren Phillips is in that second place. Ashley Hill comes to be in third ahead of Robin Pilcher. So Darren Phillips, he's now gone past Bob Dolman at the front. So a good exit from that turn from Darren Phillips. He's now going to force Bob Dolman wide. Bob Dolman keeps the speed on. They are absolutely together exiting that turn, and Bob Dolman emerges back in front. So Bob Dolman will not allow Darren Phillips to come past him as they go back into this turn. Phillips was very quick off this corner in the last lap. He's quick again, but I think Bob Dolman's just about got enough to stay in front as we go back into this pit corner. So the checkered flag is made ready. It's going to be a win. He's had to fight for it, but it's going to be a win for Bob Dolman. Darren Phillips finishes in second. Third place will be Robin Pilcher, who gets the better of Ashley Hill for fourth. Sean Bickley fifth. Barry Coates in sixth. Paul Austin in seventh. Brian Cornelius eighth. So, race 9 results. We are being treated to some brilliant racing here at Dig Dog Lane. It was a win for number 16, Bob Dolman. Second place, number 35, Darren Phillips. Third place, number 174, Robin Pilcher. Fourth, number 74, Ashley Hill. Fifth place, number 45, Sean Bickley. Sixth place, number 77, Barry Coates. Seventh place, number 26, Paul Austin. Eighth, number 48, Brian Cornelius. Ninth place, number 147, Derek Keys. And 10th place, number 2, Adrian Harden. And the winning time, 107.81. 107.81. So, great racing in the uprights. Race 10 is 350 solos. No changes in the programme, apart from the fact that Luke Harris, number 20, is number 26, not number 2, coming out of gate 5. I can see 7 riders. Brian Cornelius, in fact, he's gone out from the upright race he was just in, straight out into this 350 race. So, tough day for Brian on that gate number 9. That won't bother him at all. As away we go then. It is Luke Harris, number 26, who leads past us. Dave Mears, who goes past him though as they come past us. So it's Dave Mears ahead of Luke Harris, but Harris has got up the inside of him, and he leads out of the turn. So Luke Harris from Dave Mears. Ricky Sandford's in that third place. So number 26, Luke Harris, you'll clamp down on that inside. Make sure that Dave Mears has to go round him. That's exactly what he's done. Ricky Sandford in that third place at the moment, ahead of Martin Adams and Daniel Broughton. So Luke Harris, number 26. Turning his attention to this 350 class at the moment. He does ride in the 250s and the 500cc solos as well. Lots of speedway experience too. He's qualified for the British Masters, which will take place next weekend at Swingfield. So into the turn they go for the final time. It's going to be a win for Luke Harris, number 26, ahead of Dave Mears, number 19. Third place will be 04, Ricky Sandford. Fourth place to Martin Adams, number 12. Fifth place is still being contested at the moment. It's close for fifth. It's just about David Hollingsby, ahead of Daniel Broughton and Brian Cornelius. So the results of race 10, the first on the 350s, it was a win for number 26, Luke Harris. Second place, number 19, Dave Mears. Third place, number 04, Ricky Sandford. Fourth place, number 12, Martin Adams. Fifth place, number 5, David Hollingsby. Sixth place, number 15, Daniel Broughton. And seventh place, number 48, Brian Cornelius. And the winning time, 1:09.40. 1:09.40. Race 11, sponsored by Fred Kinchin, venue to venue. The second heat of the 350cc solos. So who can match Luke Harris in this 350 class? Looks like we've got 6 riders coming off the line. It is Wayne Broadhurst who leads ahead of Chris Malone as they go into third. Chris Malone dives for the inside and he's gone past Wayne Broadhurst for a little while here, but Wayne's gone on the outside line. He's going to be a bit quicker, but it is Chris Malone who leads. Wayne Broadhurst, he is a lot faster up that back straight and he goes past going back into this turn. Turns the machine hard in the middle of the corner. That allows Chris Malone to come back on terms with him. So first and second is being contested over here because Chris Malone is much quicker on the outside line, but Wayne Broadhurst is getting away now. Michael Peters is in that third place at the moment, ahead of Bradley Steer in fourth. So Wayne Broadhurst, he's turning the machine a lot more than Chris Malone in the corners, but he's just about got enough speed to go down these straights. Stay ahead of Chris Malone. So into the turn for the final time for this 350 race. The checker flag is made ready. It's going to be a win for Wayne Broadhurst, number 158. Chris Malone finishes second. Michael Peters will finish third. Bradley Steer fourth. Fifth place will be Steve Dowling. And that is all the finishers in race 11. So the results of race 11, the second heat of the 350 solo, sponsored by Fred Kinchin of Venue to Venue, was a win for number 158, Wayne Broadhurst. Second place, number 64, Chris Malone. Third place, number 37, Mike Peters. Fourth place, number 73, Bradley Steer. And fifth place, number 280, Steve Dowling. And the winning time, 1:12.65. 1:12.65 the time for Wayne Broadhurst. And race 12 is the 500cc solos. And we have got a great lineup of 500cc solos for you today. We've already seen Edward Kennett win his unlimited race in race number 1. And it is Edward Kennett who leads going past us. Edward Kennett ahead of Aaron Butcher in that second. He's gone incredibly wide into the turn. But he still holds that second place, so Aaron Butcher's found a very fast line in that second place. Stuart Mears is in third, but he's about to be overtaken by Chad Wurtzfeld for that third place. So Edward Kennett, wheel in the air, very stylish. As he goes into this turn, it's incredibly slippery on that inside. You can see how much Aaron Butcher caught up with him as Edward Kennett went on the inside going into that turn. Chad Wurtzfeld in that third place. So Edward Kennett, the last lap flag is made ready. Aaron Butcher, he's certainly not getting away from Aaron Butcher. Butcher is still close. He's still incredibly wide going into the turn, but you can see Aaron's keeping on the power. He's much quicker in the turns. He's very fast on the outside. So Edward is going to have to think about this because Aaron Butcher's much quicker into the turn. Kennett's on the inside. Aaron Butcher's going to try and sweep round the outside. It's going to be a chase to the line. It's incredibly close. I think Aaron Butcher just backed off a little bit as they came to the line. Brasstrack seems to have slipped down the order whilst that was all going on. So Stuart Mears was third. So the results of race 12, the 500cc solos leg 1, was a win for number 6, Edward Kennett. Second place, number 20, Aaron Butcher. Third, number 41, Stuart Mears. Fourth place, number 47, Will Thirlby. Fifth place, number 69, Chad Wertzfeld. Sixth place, number 45, James Peters. Seventh, number 17, James Laker. Eighth place, number 99, Aaron Schubert. And ninth place, number 114, Thomas Rowlett. And the winning time, 107.34. 107.34. So race 13 is already on the line. The second heat of the 500cc solos. James Shane's on that gate 1. Paul Hurry is out on the outside. In fact, somebody's gone through the tapes. I think that may have been Paul Hurry. So the red flags come out on this one. Let's see 4 of the riders continuing round the corner. So it looks like they're all back in line as away we go. With this race 13 rerun, it is James Shane's, Martin Sturgeon and Paul Hurry all going to that turn together. James Shane's has gone up that inside, Paul Hurry's around the outside. Martin Sturgeon's even wider as they go on that turn, and he's trying to go past Hurry. Hurry's very quick up that back straight, but it's James Shane's from Paul Hurry, from Martin Sturgeon in that third. Alfie Botel is the rider who's in that fourth place at the moment, but they're very close. It's for second and third at the moment. Martin Sturgeon has a real go at Paul Hurry. I think he's got lost in the dust on that turn, and he's dropped right back. So James Shane's turning on the class here, leading this race from Paul Hurry. Martin Sturgeon comfortably in that third ahead of Alfie Botel in that fourth place. So round they come for the final time. It's going to be a win for James Shane's number 93. Paul Hurry finishes second. Martin Sturgeon will hold on to that third ahead of Alfie Botel. Gareth Hickmore fifth. So, race 13, the results of the 500cc solo leg 1 was a win for number 93, James Shane's. Second place, number 86, Paul Hurry. Third place, number 15, Martin Sturgeon. Fourth place, number 202, Alfie Botel. Fifth place, number 117, Gareth Hickmore. Sixth place, number 53, Jodie Hodgson. Seventh, number 27, Harry Gent. Eighth place, number 85, James Wells. And ninth place, number 84, Gordon Walker. Winning time, the fastest solo so far, 104.03. 104.03. So that is the fastest that we have seen so far this afternoon. And we turn our attention to race 14, the 500cc sidecar class. There are 8 crews with us today. They won't all go on the line together. They're only allowed 6 on the line for sidecars. They will have a round robin, so they'll all get 3 rides. 2 of them will drop a race each time. And it'll all make sense at the end. So we've got no Dan Berwick in this one. He'll go in the next one. We should have 6 on the line. I can see that we've got 6 on the line, so that's good to see. Mitch Godden and Paul Smith right off the middle of the gate in gate number 3. So, as they come past us, it is Mitch Godden and Paul Smith that lead. Sean Sean Hughes and Lewis Bennett have roared into that second place, but Natasha Bartlett comes back up the inside. It's close for that second as they exit the first turn. So Mitch Godden leads. Tash Bartlett goes up the inside of Sean Hughes, going into the pit corner. They've touched in the middle of the corner, I think. It sent Sean Hughes very wide. Something happened going into that turn. Natasha Bartlett really coming past up. Whatever the problem was, I think that it just got Sean Hughes off the machine. I think he lost his footing or something went on there, but he's back right, racing round again now in fourth. Very close into that turn. So Mitch Godden and Paul Smith looking very, very fast in this one. Tash Bartlett and Kira Southgate had to work for that second place, but looking good there now. So round the pit corner for the final time. It's going to be a win for number 9, Mitchell Godden and Paul Smith. Tash Bartlett and Kira Southgate finished second. James Hogg and Scott Goodwin third. Sean Hughes and Lewis Bennett fourth. Rich Wenham and Sean Corley fifth. And we've lost Jake Gehring somewhere on the start line. So race 14, the 500cc sidecars. It was a win for number 9, Mitchell Godden and Paul Smith. Second place, number 65, Natasha Bartlett and Kira Southgate. Third place, number 73, James Hogg and Scott Goodwin. Fourth place, number 77, Sean Hughes and Lewis Bennett. And fifth place, number 4, Rich Wenham and Sean Cooley. And the winning time, 1 minute 10.31. 1 minute 10.31, the winning time for Mitch Godden. Not much slower than the solos, are they? Very, very quick 500 sidecars. So race 15, we see for the first time the right-hand sidecars. Sponsored by Graham Marsh. We've got no Tom Coster and Wayne Rickards, but we do have a replacement in the form of number 991, Michael Austin and Vinny Branch. And we've also got no George Penfold and Bradley Steer coming out of gate 5. So we're expecting 5 outfits. Austin and Branch, very new to the sport. They've done a lot of motorcycling in the past, but have only done a couple of meetings. They're a very quick crew, given how little time they've had on the sidecars in Grasstrack. Clint Blondell and Jordan Smith rode very well here earlier in the year at the qualifier. Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh, 2 times British Masters champions, looking quick in practice. Mick Stace and Ryan Knowles on a brand new machine. Well, brand new for them anyway, it's a new machine. And Robbie and George Simmons, be fascinating to see how they get on as well from the outside. So away we go. It is Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh who lead as they go into the turn. Robbie and George Simmons going to go round the outside of them as they go into the turn and cross the machine up, and it's Robbie Simmons who leads. So Robbie Simmons went sweeping around the outside of Colin Blackburn going into that turn. A fabulous ride from Robbie and George Simmons as they got that back straight. Michael Austin and Vinny Branch in that third, hunting down Colin Blackburn, but this really is a remarkable ride from Robbie and George Simmons. They take the last past us. Robbie off for Clint Blondell at the back. That's a shame to see for the Channel Islander. But into the turn they go then. This is an impressive ride from Robbie Simmons and George Simmons. They come round the turn to take the checker flag. Great ride from them. Second place, and Carl Pugh. Michael Austin and Vinny Branch third. And Clint Blondell and Jordan Smith with problems in that fourth. So the results of race 15, we thought it was over fast. They did only do 3 laps. It was a win for number 9, Robbie Simmons and George Simmons. Second place, number 25, Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh. Third place, number 991, Michael Austin and Vinny Branch. Fourth place, number 10, Clint Blondell and Jordan Smith. And the winning time, 59.12. 59.12, it's more like a speedway time. 59.12. Laps have been cut down to avoid us getting in trouble with this dust. So most of the racing was done by then, you could see. It does give us some quite unusual race times. Remember, there is a prize for the fastest right-hand sidecar race, so that's the yardstick there, 59.12. Race 16, sponsored by Roy Guilfoy. Right-hand sidecars. Second heat, we've got no Dave Buckley and Paul Jasper in gate 6. Replacing them, is supposed to be Will Penfold and Ricky Pay, but I've just seen Will and Ricky walking onto the circuit with no helmets on, so guessing that that plan's changed. So it's just the 4 outfits that leave the start. It is Paul Whitelam and Richard Webb and Rob Wilson and Alan. Now this is going to get confusing, isn't it? Rob Wilson and Alan Elliott lead. Paul Whitelam and Richard Webb are forcing them very wide. Incredibly wide. He's gone right round the outside. I think he's just run out of room going into that pit corner. So it's Paul Whitelam and Richard Webb who lead Rob Wilson and Alan Elliott, but they're not giving up. They're hunting down Paul Whitelam at the moment as they go into this turn. Simon Beanie and Nicky Owen are in that 3rd place at the moment. Paul Whitelam then. Rob Wilson at bay at the moment. Rob Wilson at quick on the outside. He's having another look round the outside. He's going to try and cut back underneath, going down the back straight. He's got loads of speed on that back straight, but I don't think he's got enough because Paul Whitelam and Richard Webb are up on that inside line, holding them off as they come around this last turn. It's going to be a win for Paul Whitelam. Rob Wilson and Alan Elliott finish 2nd, Simon Beanie and Nicky Owen 3rd, Dan Berwick and Mark Hopkins 4th. So the results of race 16, sponsored by Roy Guilfoy. It was a win for number 92, Paul Whitelam and Richard Webb. 2nd place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Alan Elliott. 3rd place, number 76, Simon Beanie and Nicky Owen. And 4th place, number 68, Dan Berwick and Mark Hopkins. And the winning time, 59.68. 59.68, so slightly slower than Robbie Simmons in the first race. So race 17, the 3rd of the right-hand sidecars. We know that we've got no Neil Owen in this one. Coming out gate 1, we are expecting to see Tom Marvell. We are expecting to see Mark Warren. I can see Mark Warren on the circuit. In fact, I can see Tom Marvell. We should have Dale Fish as well, number 20. Mark Hosser in gate 5. I can see on the line already, putting a new rut down on the start. And in gate 6, we are expecting to see Anthony Sales and his new passenger, Ashley Williams. So, 5 outfits with the exception of Neil Owen, of course. Neil Owen and Jason Farwell with problems. So we've got 5 other outfits on the line for this race 17. This will conclude the first leg rides. So, Mark Cosser and Gareth Williams off gate 5, warming up for the Masters next week. They've made a fabulous start. Dale Fish has made an excellent start in that 2nd place. Tom Marvell's tucked into 3rd. So, Mark Cosser and Gareth Williams are going to be very difficult to catch from here. Look at the speed of Mark Cosser and Gareth Williams as they come past that. Dale Fish and Jay Sullivan have got themselves into that 2nd place, ahead of Tom Marvell. So they're leading a couple of riders that have been around the sport for quite a bit longer, or certainly in this class a bit longer than they have. So this is a good ride in that 2nd place for Dale Fish. Already we see the last lap flag for Mark Cosser and Gareth Williams. Tom Marvell they pass Dale Fish for that 2nd place. Anthony Sales and Ashley Williams as well, holding on to that 4th place ahead of Mark Warren and Adrian North. So round 4, the final time, Mark Cosser and Gareth Williams take a win. Dale Fish and Jay Sullivan for this 2nd place. Great ride by them. Tom Marvell 3rd, Mark Warren 4th, and 5th place, Anthony Sales and Ashley Williams. So the results of race 17. It was a win for number 37, Mark Cosser and Gareth Williams. 2nd place, number 20, Dale Fish and Jay Sullivan. 3rd place, number 33, Tom Marvell and Lewis Davies. 4th place, number 6, Mark Warren and Adrian North. 5th place, number 778, Anthony Sales and Ashley Williams. And the winning time, you could tell by looking, couldn't you? Fastest so far, 57.69. 57.69. So who is going to be able to beat that? I'm not sure. Not sure who's going to be able to beat Mark Cosser for speed. Race 18, the left-hand sidecars, leg 2. So we are on to the second leg of rides then. So we look at the lineup for race 18. Michael Phillips, number 98, had a great win in his opening ride. So, tapes up on race 18, and it's very close between these three outfits as they go past us. It's Josh Penfold and Dan Woodbridge who lead into the turn. Michael Phillips is in that second place this time with Will Penfold on his shoulder once again. So, Josh Penfold has got away this time. Michael Phillips once again is going to have to deal with Will Penfold if he's going to want to hold on to that second, but in fact he's going after Josh Penfold for that first place. So Josh Penfold and Dan Woodbridge looking very, very good, very, very fast in this race. What can Will Penfold do from that third place? He's got Michael Phillips in front of him once again. He's slowed on the back straight and he's allowed Michael Phillips to get away from him. The last lap flag is being made ready. It is Josh Penfold and Daniel Woodbridge looking very, very good in this one. Michael Phillips has gone very tight into the turn this time. He's got to stop the machine though. So Josh Penfold and Dan Woodbridge looking like they've got everything under control here as they go into this pit corner. Michael and Tim Phillips having another good ride here. That puts both of these front two outfits on a win and a second place. Will Penfold's having a go on the outside, but he just about can't get past Michael Phillips for that second place. So the results of race 18, it was a win for number 16, Josh Penfold and Daniel Woodbridge. Second place, number 98, Michael Phillips and Tim Phillips. Third place, number 2, Will Penfold and Ricky Pay. Fourth place, number 125, Billy Penfold and Warren Atkinson. And fifth place, number 69, Kaylee Booth and Carl Bedingfield. And the winning time, 1 minute 18.15, 1:18.15, and that is the fastest that we've seen so far. So Josh Penfold and Daniel Woodbridge now the fastest crew that we have seen. So race 19 then, the second heat in this second leg of the left-hand sidecars. No Tony Penfold and Ryan Barker coming out of gate 3. We do have two first leg winners in the form of Rob Heath and Kyle Fish in gate 1. And Tommy Penfold and William Naden in gate 5. They both won their first races. Also got Martin Cuff who finished second in that brilliant race. Between himself, Michael Phillips and Will Penfold. The pace go up. Seemed like a very quick start that one. It's Tommy Penfold who leads, but Rob Heath is right there at the inside. It's Tommy Penfold and William Naden who lead then. Rob Heath is that second. Problems for Dale Fish. For Corey Taylor in that fourth place. He has got going now though. So at the front, Tommy Penfold and William Naden. They won their first race convincingly. They look like they're going to win this one convincingly as well. So just one more lap to go for Tommy Penfold and William Naden, looking absolutely brilliant in this race. Of course, lots of these crews went up for the British Championships on the 7th of August in Ledbury, which was cancelled. They will go back to Ledbury on the 25th of September to contest their British Championship. Until that time, the gentlemen in second are the British champions. But winning this race, number 96, Tommy Penfold and William Naden. Rob Heath and Carl Fish second, Martin Cuff, Colin Clark third. So race 19, this fastest time is getting very close. The win was 96, Tommy Penfold and William Naden. Second place, number 18, Rob Heath and Kyle Fish. Third place, number 128, Martin Cuff and Colin Clark. No other finishers. The winning time, 1 minute 18.13. So 0.02 of a second faster than race 18. So Tommy Penfold now has the fastest time, but only by a fraction. Race 20 will see a new winner because we've got no previous heat winners coming out in this one. So it's a chance for somebody to score some big points here in race 20. Sponsored by Poppy and Jacob Noakes. Final heat of the left-handers. Problems on the start for Darren Morris. They will be called back. Seems like there are problems on this solo start. Not sure what's causing it. So away we go. I'm not sure, it looks like Darren Morris had some sort of problem. He's not gone off the start line, but into the turn they go. It's Alex Bauman and Mark Hopkins at leads. Darren Morris has gone into the turn very, very hard in that 4th place. So Alex Bauman and Mark Hopkins lead up the back straight. Healthy lead ahead of Danny and Harry Hill. Steve North and Adrian North are in that 3rd, but they're quickly overtaken by Darren Morris. That number 4 outfit, but he's got back round the outside. It's got very close between 2nd, 3rd and 4th as they come out this turn. Darren Morris now wins in 2nd. That was a brilliant turn from Darren Morris. He gets past Danny Hill in that turn, but he's slowed coming out of the turn, and that's allowed Danny Hill to get back up the outside of him. So a good battle for 2nd place once again has allowed Alex Bauman and Mark Hopkins to get away. Now Darren Morris is trying to stay on that inside line, trying to cut out any attacks up the inside. And he's gone very wide in that turn. He's allowed Danny Hill up the inside. He went very, very wide. He made a mistake going into the turn. He's completely stopped. Almost completely stopped coming out the turn. I thought he was going to stop there, but he's carried on. Alex Bauman's going to take a convincing win here, but really, Danny and Harry Hill have had to fight hard for this 2nd place. Darren Morris is clinging on for that 3rd. Jay Sullivan 4th and Steve North in 5th. So the results of race 20, sponsored by Poppy and Jacob Noakes. It was a win for number 7, Alex Bauman and Mark Hopkins. 2nd place, number 124, Danny Hill and Harry Hill. 3rd place, number 4, Darren Morris and Simon Tillman. 4th place, number 67, Jay Sullivan and Stephen Bickley. 5th place, number 193, Steve North and Adrian North. And the winning time, 1 minute 20.22. 1 minute 20.22. So, we go past the historical information in the middle of the programme. Definitely worth the read. I had a good look at that earlier. Lots of information about the 70 years of GTSA. Definitely have a read about that if you haven't already. Race 21, the 250 solos comes to the line. We've got no Jordan Derrick, no Stuart Milton. We are expecting to see number 339, Shane Knight, though, in this one. I can't see him as he goes down there. And into the turn they go. It's Rob Mear who leads then. He had a problem coming out of the turn in his first one. That dropped him back, but this time Rob Mear has got himself in front. Chris Steele's in that 2nd place, ahead of Graham Thomas. So, Rob Mear, number 151, looking very, very fast. A very accomplished speedway rider as well, Rob Mear. Now turning his attention to the 250 solo class. And looking very quick in this one. Chris Steele and Graham Thomas are battling for that 2nd place because Chris Steele's come back past Graham Thomas to go back into 2nd. One more lap to go for Rob Mear. Keep an eye on this battle for 2nd because Chris Steele and Graham Thomas, both on 2-stroke machines, all over each other at the moment. Chris Steele's gone wide into the turn. That's allowed Graham Thomas to get out to the inside and get a good one out of the turn. So Rob Mear is going to take the checkered flag, but I'm still keeping an eye on this 2nd place battle because Chris Steele is clinging on to that 2nd place as they race to the line. It's just about Chris Steele from Graham Thomas, then Phillips 4th, Lee Bassett in 5th. So the results of race 21, it was a win for number 151, Rob Mear. Second place, number 76, Chris Steele. Third place, number 314, Graham Thomas. Fourth place, number 34, Ben Phillips. Fifth place, number 3, Lee Bassett. Sixth place, number 13, Charlie Smith. Seventh place, number 181, Mikey Goodfellow. Eighth place, number 339, Shane Knight. Ninth place, number 99, John Brauner. And the winning time, 109.12. 109.12. We've got all sorts going on because the red flags were out. We've let the riders go. Just seeing if this race is actually going or not. It does look like it. We had a red flag out because there was a rider on the start line, but it looks like they're carrying on. There's a gaggle of riders in that second place. Cameron Taylor's got away in front. Vinny Smith currently holds that second place ahead of Richie Knight, Tim Greig, Adam Hawker and Phil Thomas all together in that third place. Vinny Smith's now got himself away from that battle in third, as has Richie Knight as they go up that back straight. So Cameron Taylor looking for his second win of the afternoon. He's incredibly fast on this 250 machine. Looking forward to seeing what Cameron can do next year on the 500cc solos, because there's no doubt about it, he is a hot talent at the moment in the Grasstrack world. Vinny Smith in second, having a very good ride once again. He rode well in his opening ride. So it's another win for number 101, Cameron Taylor. Vinny Smith finishes second. Still close for this third, it's just about Richie Knight, ahead of Tim Greig, Adam Hawker and Phil Thomas. So race 22, the 250 solos, leg 2, it was a win for number 101, Cameron Taylor. Second place, number 27, Vinny Smith. Third place, number 229, Richie Knight. Fourth place, number 10, Tim Greig. Fifth place, number 50, Adam Hawker. Sixth place, number 22, Phil Thomas. Seventh place, number 73, Carl Bedingfield. Eighth place, number 6, Gary Cook. And ninth place, number 129, Will Smith. And the winning time, 111.47. 111.47. So interesting to compare those two times. Rob Mear quite a bit faster in race 21. So we go back to the upright class for race 23. I can see that Paul Knott's out in this one. He won his first ride. And Bob Dolman is out in this one. He also won his first ride. Both of them had difficult races as well. So we'll wait and see what happens here. It's Bob Dolman and Darren Phillips who have made the start. Into the turn they go. It's Bob Dolman ahead of Darren Phillips. I'm struggling to see where Paul Knott is, even if he's in this one at the moment. So not sure what's happened there, but at the front they are battling once again. It's Darren Phillips and Bob Dolman. This time Darren Phillips is on the outside and Bob Dolman's on the inside. Darren Phillips is stopped as he comes past us. A problem for Darren Phillips. What a shame that is, because that was shaping up to be a very good race between himself and Bob Dolman once again. So Chris Mackett has now inherited that second place. Mike Dowling is in the third. And that's Paul Austin in fourth at the moment. So last lap flag for Bob Dolman. Having this one much more easily perhaps than he would have done had Darren Phillips carried on. Paul Austin is now under all sorts of dramas in that fourth place as Phil Kinman comes up the inside, as does Barry Coates. So Paul Austin getting really beaten up in that turn. It's going to be a win for Bob Dolman at the front. Chris Mackett finishes second. Third place will be Mike Dowling. Phil Kinman rides hard to finish fourth. Fifth place to Barry Coates. Sixth to Paul Austin. Paul Morphy in seventh. Brian Cornelius eighth and Adrian Harden ninth. So the results of race 23. It was a win for number 16, Bob Dolman. Second place, number 68, Chris Mackett. Third place, number 282, Mike Dowling. Fourth, number 86, Phil Kinman. Fifth, number 77, Barry Coates. Sixth, number 26, Paul Austin. Seventh, number 13, Paul Morphy. Eighth place, number 48, Brian Cornelius. And ninth place, number 2, Adrian Harden. And the winning time, 108.72. 108.72. We have got Paul Knott in this one. He's an addition to this race. Rather than going in race 23, he's gone in race 24. So somebody's looped it heavily on the line. Didn't see who that was who looped on the line. Yellow flag red flags are out once again. Once again, this solo start is causing problems. And another rider in the upright class has looped the machine. So it looks like Nigel Coates has looped the machine. That is a real shame because Nigel has been going very, very well this year. The other to even up the races. He has also got Rodney McDonald out with him, who had second in the first one. Ashley Hill was going well in that first heat as well. So away we go. Paul Knott it is that makes a good start. Rodney McDonald's gone with him as they go past us. It's Knott ahead of McDonald. Rodney McDonald goes up the inside and puts Paul Knott under pressure going into the turn. So into the outside of the corner they come. Paul Knott's going round the outside. Rodney McDonald leads Paul Knott. This is what they did in the first race. Rodney McDonald this time, is he going to have a think about this? Because Knott, he came up the inside of him. He's gone round him this time. So he's changed the but still Rodney McDonald leads. He knew that Paul Knott was going to have to go round the outside of him. He's pushed him a little bit wider than he wanted to be. And now he's got a little bit of breathing space between himself and Paul Knott. Good racing between these front two. Tim Kernock is the rider in that third place at the moment. So Rodney McDonald taking the last lap flag this time ahead of Paul Knott. They've spread themselves out a little bit more this time. Robin Pilcher is the rider in fourth ahead of Sean Bickley. But Ashley Hill is now putting Sean Bickley under pressure for that fifth place. But at the front this time around it's going to be Rodney McDonald. I wonder if he changed anything on that machine to make sure he could get the better of Paul Knott this time. He takes the win, Paul Knott in second, Tim Kernock third. Robin Pilcher will hold on to fourth ahead of Sean Bickley and Ashley Hill. So the results of race 24, it was a win for number 14, Rodney McDonald. Second place, number 20, Paul Knott. Third place, number 726, Tim Kernock. Fourth place, number 174, Robin Pilcher. Fifth place, number 45, Sean Bickley. Sixth place, number 74, Ashley Hill. Seventh place, number 89, Luke Tuck. Eighth place, number 147, Derek Keys. And ninth place, number 707, Jeff Jago. The winning time, 108.60. 108.60. So, 350cc solos, race 25, sponsored by Carol and Jim Wiseman. They've left the start, and it is Dave Mears and Ricky Sandford that lead as they go past us. Luke Harris, who won in his opening ride, he's in there now. He's got up the inside of Dave Mears, and he now leads coming off the turn. So Luke Harris, third into the corner, but first coming out. Dave Mears now will try and go round the outside of Luke Harris, but Harris is very quick on that inside line. So Luke Harris ahead of Dave Mears, Ricky Sandford way back in that third place now. But Luke Harris looking very commanding in this 350 competition this afternoon. So last lap flag being made ready for Luke Harris. Dave Mears, though, he hasn't given up. He's still mounted a challenge on the outside. He knows that Luke Harris has slowed in at the end of this race. He's got back on his shoulder again, but Luke Harris moves away from him down that back straight. What can Dave Mears do in this last turn as they go in here? He's gone in much, much faster than Luke Harris to try and go around the outside. He's squared the power on. It's going to be Luke Harris that takes the win, though. Dave Mears finishes second. Third place to Ricky Sandford. So the results of race 25, sponsored by Carol Jim Wiseman. It was a win for number 26, Luke Harris. Second place, number 19, Dave Mears. Third place, number 04, Ricky Sandford. Fourth place, number 73, Carl Bedingfield. Fifth place, number 37, Mike Peters. Sixth place, number 48, Brian Cornelius. And seventh place, number 15, Daniel Broughton. The winning time, 109.50. 109.50. So away we go then with race 26. the 350 solos. It's Wayne Broadhurst who leads into the turn. He won the opening ride. He's back out in front again in this one. Martin Adams is the rider in that second place. And it looks like Chris Watts is working his way through to get into third. So Wayne Broadhurst, number 158, ahead of Martin Adams. So it looks like problems for Chris Malone over here on this side. That's a shame because he rode very well in the first leg. That's what the yellow flags are for on this turn. Last lap down for Wayne Broadhurst. Chris Watts has now got on terms of Martin Adams in this second place. In fact, Chris Watts looks like he's going to go round the outside of Martin Adams. Now Martin Adams knows he's there in that second spot and turns the power on going down that back straight. It's going to be a win though for Wayne Broadhurst. That's his second of the afternoon. He matches Luke Harris. Close on the line between these two. It's incredibly close for second and third. Fourth place is definitely David Hollingsby. So the results of race 26, the second leg of the second heat of the second leg of the 350 solos. It was a win for number 158, Wayne Broadhurst. Second place, number 112, Chris Watts. Third place, number 12, Martin Adams. Fourth place, number 5, David Hollingsby. Fifth place, number 280, Steve Dowling. The winning time, 1 minute 12.25. 1 minute 12.25. So, 500cc solos time next. Sponsored by Venue to Venues Fred Kitchen. And we have got Edward Kennett coming to the line in this one. He won his opening ride. We've also got Paul Hurry, who comes second in his opening ride. So those two go head to head here. Aaron Butcher looked very quick as well in his opening ride. So away we go. It is Edward Kennett ahead of Paul Hurry as they go to the turn. Hurry goes to go around the outside of him as they go into the turn. And it's Paul Hurry who leads. Edward Kennett gets into that dust. He's got to find his way through. It's Alfie Botel that's worked his way through into second. So a good ride from the Plymouth Gladiator, Alfie Botel in that second place. He's now holding Edward Kennett at bay on the outside. Paul Hurry leads. Edward Kennett now coming around the outside of Alfie Botel as they go into that turn. There's definitely a battle on for that second place. They disappear into the dust. I've lost where Edward Kennett is. I can see that Alfie Botel is now in that second place and Edward Kennett has disappeared. So Aaron Butcher now in third. Last lap flag made ready is Paul Hurry ahead of Alfie Botel. Aaron Butcher's in that third place. Still looking for Edward Kennett. He's still not emerged. So round they come for the second flag. It's a win for Paul Hurry. Alfie Botel will finish second. Third place to Aaron Butcher. Fourth place is Stuart Mears. Fifth place will be very close. It's just about Harry Jensen and Will Furby. So the results of race 27, the 500 solos, leg 2. It was a win for number 86, Paul Hurry. Second place, number 202, Alfie Botel. Third place, number 20, Aaron Butcher. Fourth place, number 41, Stuart Mears. Fifth place, number 27, Harry Gent. Sixth place, number 47, Will Thirlby. Seventh place, number 84, Gordon Walker. And eighth place, number 99, Aaron Schubert. And the winning time, 105.96. 105.96 is the time. And we move to race 28, the second of the 500cc solos. And first leg winner James Shanes comes out of gate 4 here. Martin Sturgeon looked quick in his opening ride. He had a third first time out. He comes out of gate 1. In fact, I can't see Martin Sturgeon in gate 1. No, he's not. He's further out. He's outside. So it's James Shanes and Martin Sturgeon who do hit that turn first and second. It's Shanes that leads. Martin Sturgeon's gone on the outside. Chad Wertzfeld up the inside. So with this dust, it's risky going on the outside because you do end up in that dust. And that's exactly what happened to Edward Kennett in the first race. So James Shanes then ahead of Martin Sturgeon. Chad Wertzfeld in that third place. Gareth Hickmott is in fourth. see Chad Wertsfeld now working away at Martin Sturgeon. Last lap flag being made ready this time. It's going to be James Shanes with one more lap to go to maintain his maximum. Sturgeon still holding off Chad Wertsfeld, but he's getting very close in that third place for second as they go into that turn. He's got right on the back wheel of Martin Sturgeon as they come out of that turn, and they're very close going into this pit corner. There's going to be no doubt about the winner, but this battle for second and third is still raging on. Martin Sturgeon's got to hold Chad Wertsfeld at bay. He's got a little bit wider, but he just about holds on to that second. Wertsfeld third, Gareth Hickmott fourth. Fifth place to James Laker. Jody Hodgson sixth. So, results of race 28, the 500cc solos, was a win for number 93, James Shanes. Second place, number 15, Martin Sturgeon. Third place, number 69, Chad Wertsfeld. Fourth place, number 117, Gareth Hickmott. Fifth place, number 17, James Laker. Sixth place, number 53, Jody Hodgson. And seventh place, number 85, James Wells. 104.31 was the winning time. 104.31. So not as quick as James's opening ride, which remains the fastest one. Race 29 is the 500cc sidecars. Mitch Godden and Paul Smith won the opening ride, but this time they are joined by Dan Berwick and Mark Hopkins, who didn't go in their first ride, so this is their first ride of the afternoon. Dan Berwick and Mark Hopkins, of course, won the Battle of Britain earlier in the year at Frittenden, just down the road. So away we go, a huge wheel stand for James Hogg as he leaves the line. It's Mitch Godden again that leads into the first turn. Tash Bartlett and Kira Southgate are right there on them though, and Dan Berwick is in third, but he's quickly on the back of Natasha and Kira in that second place. Rich Wenham has pulled out on that first turn, but at the front, Mitch Godden and Paul Smith ahead of Tash Bartlett. Dan Berwick is in that third place. James Hogg is in that fourth after that worrying start where they lifted into the air. So Mitch Godden looks very, very quick down that back straight. He pulled a few lengths ahead down that back straight, increased his lead once again. Tash Bartlett a bit sideways coming out of that turn. That has allowed Dan Berwick to make a little bit of ground. He's plugging away on the outside of Tash Bartlett, but once again he's going to get into all of that dust on the outside. He's now switched to the inside as he goes up that back straight in that third place. So round they come for the final time. It's going to be a second win of the afternoon for Mitch Godden and Paul Smith. And it's Tash Bartlett and Kira Southgate who finished second. Dan Berwick and Mark Hopkins third. James Hogg fourth. So the results of race 29. It was a win, I suppose it's appropriate. Race 29, the winner, number 9, Mitch Godden and Paul Smith. Second place, number 65, Natasha Bartlett and Kira Southgate. Third place, number 68, Dan Berwick and Mark Hopkins. Fourth place, number 73, James Hogg and Scott Goodwin. Winning time, 1 minute 10.81. 1 minute 10.81. So here come the right-hand sidecars for their second leg rides. Paul Whitelam and Richard Webb come to the line in this one, having won their opening ride. All the others though, points available here for all of them. So tapes up on this race number 30, and it is Michael Austin who's made a good start. In fact, it's Tom Marvell who's made a good start, but Simon Beanie's gone through into that second. It's Paul Whitelam at the front. Paul Whitelam and Richard Webb once again hit the front. Simon Beanie's in that second. Tom Marvell. Neck and neck as they go past us and back into the banking. So at the front, Paul Whitelam and Richard Webb. But there's a real battle on for that second. It's Simon Beanie and Nicky Owen at the moment holding it ahead of Tom Marvell in that third. So round they come there. Simon Beanie now looks comfortable in that second place. In fact, it looks like Tom Marvell's got a problem in that third, either that or he's getting lost in the dust. Michael Austin and Vinny Branch are getting close to Tom Marvell in that third place as well now, so there could be a change at the end, but it's a win for Paul Whitelam and Richard Webb. They take the lead, Simon Beanie in second. There's a problem as they come past us. We've lost a passenger in front of us. That means that Tom Marvell will finish third. No finish for Michael Austin because he went over the line on his own. The passenger looks okay. So the results of race number 30, it was a win for number 92, Paul Whitelam and Richard Webb. Second place, number 76, Simon Beanie and Nicky Owen. Third place, number 33, Tom Marvell and Lewis Davies. And fourth place, number 778, Anthony Sales and Wayne Powell. And you can see that that sidecar wheel is very buckled. Something's gone on there, hasn't it? As he picks up his passenger. So 59.93 the winning time for Paul Whitelam and Richard Webb. Hopefully they've got a spare sidecar wheel in the pits, because that one is not looking great, is it? Earlier on, we didn't see Mick Stace earlier on either. Well, certainly he didn't finish, and I can only see Rob Wilson, Colin Blackburn and Dale Fish now, so I don't think we've got Mick Stace either in this one. So a depleted field, but Rob Wilson and Colin Blackburn both had second places in their opening ride. Both of them will not want to be second place twice in a row, given the calibre of riders that they are. So something's got to give between the two of them. So it is Rob Wilson and Alan Elliott that make a brilliant start as they go back up into the first turn. Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh do find themselves in that second place. So what are they going to do from here? Rob Wilson was very quick off the start. You can see already he's got himself very close with Rob Wilson. So we've got two of the very best sidecar outfits up against each other here. But at the moment it's Rob Wilson and Alan Elliott with the upper hand. Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh. No answer to them at the moment. Pairing up with Alan Elliott, of course, for this meeting and the British Masters next weekend due to having lost Terry Saunders after that accident at Kings Lynn. But they look all right together, don't they? They look like they've got used to each other very quick. Alan being one of the best passengers in the game, helping Rob out. They take the lead. Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh finish second. Dale Fish and Jay Sullivan finish third. So, race 31. The right-hand sidecars. It was a win for number 24, Rob Wilson and Alan Elliott. Second place, number 25, Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh. Third place, number 20, Dale Fish and Jay Sullivan. And the winning time, 56.75. So, faster again. That is the fastest time that we've seen so far, 56.75. Fastest right-hand sidecar so far. So, race 32, sponsored by Michelle Hearn. Mark Crosser and Gareth Williams out of gate 1. They won their opening ride. Very impressed with how fast they were. Robbie Simmons out of gate 4. He won his opening ride as well. Clint Blondell had machine problems in his ride. No George Penfold, of course, in this one. He's a non-starter. No Dave Buckley either. We've got 4 outfits over there. I can see Dan Berwick and Mark Hopkins on that God and Wasp machine. So we've got 4 outfits only. So away we go, and it's a lightning start for Mark Crosser and Gareth Williams. Clint Blondell's followed them in there closely though. Robbie Simmons is in that third. So Clint Blondell pushes Mark Crosser wide. He's going to try and nip up the inside, but Mark's in the red. hit some of the bumps on the outside. These three outfits are completely together going into the pit corner. As we lose sight of them, it is Mark Crosser in front. Robbie Simmons has now got up the inside of Clint Blondell, but Blondell responds. So Mark Crosser, he's got away after that initial threat. He's got away, but this battle for second races together as they go past us. Robbie Simmons moves into that second. Clint Blondell now forced back into third. So now they start to spread themselves out. Robbie Simmons got himself through past Clint Blondell. The checker flag already being made ready for these sidecars. Second, Clint Blondell third, and Dan Berwick finishes fourth. So the results of race 32, it was a win for number 37, Mark Crosser and Gareth Williams. Second place, number 9, Robbie and George Simmons. Third place, number 10, Clint Blondell and Jordan Smith. Fourth place, number 68, Dan Berwick and Mark Hopkins. The winning time, 58.53. 58.53. So that concludes the second leg of races. So we have heard from the clerk of the course there is a bit of a change to the programme. As you can see, it's got incredibly dusty on the circuit. You might think that we could just water the circuit and it'll be fine, but the problem is that the circuit is very hard. If you now water it, it will be like an ice rink. It'll be completely unrideable. It will really ruin the spectacle. So what we've decided to do, the 500cc sidecars have got a remaining race because they haven't all completed two races yet. So we will see the 500cc sidecars out next. We won't see the third leg for the 250 solos, the left-hand sidecars, or any of the other classes for that matter. We will go to the unlimited final after an interval. And then we've got all the other finals as well. So, a change to our programme. After 32 races, all of the riders have completed 2 legs. So everyone's had the same amount of chance to make all the finals. We'll work out all the finals as well. We won't have the third leg rides apart from one 500 sidecar race. Then we've got that unlimited solo final. And all the other finals for this South Eastern Centre Championships. Race 44 in your programme, that is on page 28 if you're following along. Now, we know that James Hartley's not been riding, but I think we might see his bike out here, possibly, with another rider on it. So the 500 sidecars have opted for 3 straight legs. Away we go then. It's Sean Hughes and Lewis Bennett make a good start, but they're quickly overtaken by Natasha Bartlett and Kira Southgate, who have been second twice already today. Sean Hughes is going around the outside, but it's Tash Bartlett and Kira Southgate who lead. Sean Hughes is in that second place at the moment, looking for a way round the outside of Tash Bartlett. But they're very quick on that inside line. Dan Berwick's plugging around the inside as well. They've got very close into the turn. It's Tash on the inside, Sean Hughes on the outside. All 3 of them together as they come out of that turn, and Sean Hughes is going up the inside of Tash Bartlett. So Sean Hughes now leads back into the pit corner. Tash Bartlett in that second place. She cuts it tight. Tries to come up the inside. She's got back up the inside of Sean Hughes. It's the last snap now. Sean Hughes is clinging on to this because Tash Bartlett is all over the back of Sean Hughes and Lewis Bennett as they come out of that turn. Up the straight they go then. Sean Hughes just in front of Tash Bartlett. Third place has dropped away a little bit now. That's Dan Berwick, but into this turn for the final time. Sean Hughes, he's got to try and keep it tight. He has kept it tight. He keeps the motor on. It's going to be close to the line. It's very close to the line. Incredibly close to the line between the 2 of them. Well, I think we'll have to wait for our lap scorer's decision because that couldn't have been closer. Wow, an incredible finish to that sidecar race. It was a win though for number 65, Natasha Bartlett and Kira Southgate. Second place, number 77, Sean Hughes and Lewis Bennett. Third place, number 68, Dan Berwick and Mark Hopkins. Fourth place, 23, Jake Gehring and Luke Russell. And the winning time, 1 minute 12.28. 1 minute 12.28. So, number 23, Jake Gehring, was riding outfit number 5. But he gets the 4th place. So, we move on to this unlimited final. Unique to the South Eastern Centre Championship. Chris Steele and Graham Thomas on the 250s in front of us here. We've got a couple of 350s as well. The 500 sailors are right up on the start line. Giving almost half a straight. Graham Harris calling them back. Chris Steele's bitten off a little bit more than he could chew, I think there. He sent him back. So great to see 2 250s, 2 350s in this unlimited final. So off they go then. So Graham Thomas and Chris Steele fight each other as well as keeping all the others at bay. Edward Kennett's gone through into that 3rd in the chasing pack. So we've got the 250s at the front and then everyone else all piled together for the rest of the positions. It's very dusty. James Shanes has emerged in that 3rd place as he chases after the 250s now. It's Graham Thomas ahead of Chris Steele. James Shanes is in that 3rd, hunting down Chris Steele to go down this back straight. Mitch Goddard's got into that 4th. Edward Kennett's pulled off. Now James Shanes attacks Chris Steele. He goes round the outside of Chris Steele, so it's James Shanes into 2nd. Already he's on the back of Graham Thomas as they go up the hill. Graham Thomas, what's he going to be able to do? Not very much, because James Shanes has stormed round the outside of him on that 500. It's now James Shanes who leads. Graham Thomas in 2nd. Mitch Goddard's now coming through for that 2nd place and going round the outside of Graham Thomas. Now, can Graham Thomas keep that 250 on the rostrum? It'll be a huge result if he does, because at the moment he's in that 3rd place. And Chris Steele's still in that 4th, so it's going to be a win for James Shanes. He wins the Unlimited. Mitch Goddard finishes 2nd. Graham Thomas does finish in that 3rd. Chris Steele 4th. 5th place to Gareth Hickmore. Stuart Mears 6th. And 7th place will be number 53, Jodie Hodgson. So the results of race 48, the Unlimited Solo Final, sponsored by Fred Kinchin, venue to venue. It was a win for number 93, James Shanes. 2nd place, number 9, Mitchell Godden. 3rd place, number 314, Graham Thomas. 4th place, number 76, Chris Steele. 5th place, number 117, Gareth Hickmore. 6th place, number 41, Stuart Mears. And 7th place, number 53, Jodie Hodgson. The winning time, 105.07. 105.07. So, good to see James and Mitch taking part in the Unlimited. My 2 co-hosts for the latest Grasstrack Banter podcast, in fact, James Shanes and Mitch Godden. If you've never listened to the Grasstrack Banter podcast, it's out there. Just got to search for it. And Mitch and James are always on the podcast. They're regulars for us. James, he's very quick on a bike, but he does struggle to wheelie. So we're just checking to see which riders were out in that Unlimited race in this one. We know Ricky Sandford came to the line in that Unlimited race, but he did pull up, so I think he's gone back to the pits to get ready for this this final. Although I think I can see his bike being pushed through the pits frantically, so that's what we're waiting for. We're just waiting for Ricky Sandford, I think, to come out, having just been on the circuit for that Unlimited race. It's a great concept, the Unlimited. We don't see it very often in Grasstrack. I think it's only in the southeast. I'd be interested to know what everyone thinks of it. It's really interesting. Obviously, we got the 250s up and amongst it. Brilliant racing. Perhaps it's something we'd like to see more of in the sport. The last of the riders coming into line for this 350 final, Steve Dowling. Not quite facing the right way yet, so just waiting for him to come to line, then we'll be ready for this 350 solo final. So away they go, and it is a very even break. It's Luke Harris who's just noticed in front as they go into this turn. Wayne Broadhurst is there, Dave Mears is going round the outside as they get into that turn. It's Dave Mears that's just in 2nd, but Wayne Broadhurst is up the inside of him for that 2nd. But it is Dave Mears that emerges in that 2nd, behind Luke Harris, who has got away early, just like he has in his heats. It's Luke Harris from Dave Mears. Wayne Broadhurst in that third. Ricky Sandford now trying to get through into fourth. So the last lap flag made ready is still Luke Harris with Dave Mears and Ricky Sandford are now having a battle. Ricky Sandford's having a brilliant ride. He's got up the inside of Dave Mears into that turn. Dave Mears has got enough speed on the outside and that's pushed him onto the back of Luke Harris as they go down the back straight. So the checker flag's made ready. Dave Mears is going round the outside. He's going to have another go as they come on this turn, but it's going to be Luke Harris. He takes the win. It's very close to second. Incredibly close finish. Even Luke Harris pulled up towards the end. It was very close on the line. So it looked like Luke Harris slowed as he went over the line, which brought all three of them together, but it was just about Luke Harris that clung on. So some tremendous racing in that final, completely neck and neck between Ricky Sandford and Dave Mears, to the point where our lap scorers were having to check with one another. Very, very close finish. Give him a round of applause. Brilliant racing. Luke Harris, unbeaten all day. So the results of race 50, the 350 solo final, it was a win for number 26, Luke Harris. Second place, number 19, Dave Mears. Third place, number 04, Ricky Sandford. Very close finish between those two. Fourth place, number 158, Wayne Broadhurst. Fifth, number 37, Michael Peters. Sixth place, number 12, Martin Adams. Seventh, number 73, Bradley Steer. Eighth, number 5, Dave Hollingsby. Ninth, number 48, Brian Cornelius. And 10th, number 280, Steve Dowling. The winning time for Luke, 1:08.78. 1:08.78. So, we've now got our 350 Southeastern Centre champion in the form of Luke Harris. He adds that to his many championships he's already got. And we move to the upright class. Race 51, the upright solo final. The winner of this race will be the champion. Bob Dolman has been unbeaten with 2 wins out of 2. Rodney McDonald, Paul Knott have swapped first and second. But who's going to take this final as away they go? It's not Dolman and McDonald who have remained to break the break into that turn. They're absolutely together as they go in that turn. It's Paul Knott just from Rodney McDonald. Rodney McDonald goes a little bit wide and allows Bob Dolman up the inside. Bob Dolman's now on the back of Paul Knott as well. So into this pit corner they go. Paul Knott just in front. But Bob Dolman's gone up into the banking. Paul Knott's locked up in the middle of the corner and Bob Dolman is just nosed in front. He's led across Paul Knott and stopped his way as they go into that turn. So it's Bob Dolman from Paul Knott. Rodney McDonald is still attacking on the inside of Paul Knott. This is a very close upright final as the last lap flag is already made ready. I think he's just got away a little bit now, Bob Dolman. He's just got a little bit of breathing space. Paul Knott, though, in that second place has still got Rodney McDonald all over the back of him. Tim Kern up in that fourth, watching what's going on in front of him, waiting for a mistake. But Bob Dolman, a brilliant ride in the openings of this race, and Rodney McDonald's having another go in that second place. He's not done yet, he's gone up the inside of Paul Knott, he's passed him. They've touched in the middle of the corner. Bob Dolman wins, Rodney McDonald finishes second. Paul Knott third, Tim Kern up fourth, fifth place Mike Dowling. Grasstrack is 6th and Ashley Hill 7th. Fabulous upright racing once again. So give these upright riders a round of applause. Brilliant racing in this class again. They always seem to give brilliant entertainment every time we see them. Fabulous racing from Bob Dolman. So before we give the results of the upright class, I don't know if they can hear us in the pits, but in the 500 solos we've got 2 riders dropped out. So, number 17, James Laker, if you can hear us, you are now eligible for the 500 solo final as reserve, as is number 27, Harry Gent. So Harry Gent and James Laker, you now have qualified for the final. So hopefully I'm starting to pack away. The results of the upright solo final. It was a win for number 16, Bob Dolman. Second, number 14, Rodney McDonald. Third place, number 20, Paul Knott. Fourth place, number 726, Tim Kernock. Fifth place, number 282, Mike Dowling. Sixth place, number 68, Chris Mackett. Seventh, number 74, Ashley Hill. Eighth, number 45, Sean Bickley. Ninth, number 77, Barry Coates. And 10th, number 174, Robin Pilcher. Winning time, 1:08.59. 1:08.59. We are ready to go with the 250 solo finals. Away they go. Cameron Taylor has been the man to beat in this class so far, but it's Rob Mear who leads. Rob Mear leads into the third. Cameron Taylor's in there in second place. Chris Still's in third at the moment. Graham Thomas is going up the inside of Chris Still, but he's not quite got enough to get past him on that back straight. So Rob Mear at the front, going well at the moment and leading Cameron Taylor in that second place. The first place battle continues because Graham Thomas is going around the outside of Chris Still. He's gone around the outside of Chris Still and now gets himself into that third, Graham Thomas, although Chris Still comes back at him. So at the front, Rob Mear is absolutely flying, and Cameron Taylor is in that second. He's got no answer to it at the moment, but Graham Thomas and Chris Still in that third and fourth, battling away. They still have got that to sort out with only half a lap to go. Chris Still's now in that third. Graham Thomas now tries to come up the outside. Who's going to get that final podium position as they go into that final corner? No doubt about the winner. It's going to be Rob Mear, number 151. Cameron Taylor finishes second. Third place is very close, it's just about Chris Still. Graham Thomas fourth, Ben Phillips fifth, Tim Greig sixth, Vinny Smith seventh, Adam Hawker eighth, and Richie Knight in ninth. Riding brilliantly in this 250 class. Another podium for number 101, Cameron Taylor. What a talent he is. I cannot wait to see him in the 500 class in the future. Great battle between Graham Thomas and Chris Still. So the results of race 52. The 250 solos, sponsored by Nick Owen in memory of Terry Owen. The winner of the Bernie Edwards Trophy, number 151, Rob Mear. He takes the win. Second place, number 101, Cameron Taylor. Third place, number 76, Chris Still. Fourth place, number 314, Graham Thomas. Fifth place, number 34, Ben Phillips. Sixth place, number 10, Tim Greig. Seventh, number 27, Vinny Smith. Eighth, number 50, Adam Hawker. Ninth, number 229, Richie Knight. And 10th place, number 3, Lee Bassett. The winning time, 1:08.63. 1:08.63. So as we wait for the 500cc sidecar final leg to come to the line, this is the third ride for all of these riders. Mitchell Godden and Paul Smith's currently unbeaten so far. So two of the machines rearing in the air as they leave the line, but it's Mitch Godden and Paul Smith once again who lead. Dan Berwick has got into that second place. And the dust causing lots of problems for the riders, I think, going up there. A few of them couldn't see where they were going as they went into that turn, and we can't see them very well either. So Mitch Godden and Paul Smith are in front. There is an outfit coming up the inside. I think it's Dan Berwick and Mark Hopkins who are trying to get up the inside. Sean Hughes is in that third place. And Jake Goering at the moment in fourth. He's riding number 5. So conditions have got very bad at the moment for these sidecar outfits. The last lap flag goes out. Mitch Godden in front. Dan Berwick in that second place. And Sean Hughes is in third. So as you can see, conditions really have suddenly got quite serious here. As the checker flag goes out, I feel quite relieved myself. Mitch Godden takes the win. Dan Berwick second. It's Sean Hughes third. and Jake Gehring finishes in 4th. So the results of race 49, it was a win for number 9, Mitchell Godden and Paul Smith. In fact, I'll let you congratulate them as they come past before we give out the results. Let's give them a round of applause. Not for the faint-hearted, that race, you couldn't see very much at all, so bravery at the highest there, so well done to the chaps. And of course, the riders that have already had their 3 rides. We've seen some brilliant rides from Tash Bartlett and Kira Southgate, who have been in the pit box for that one, having completed their 3 rides. But well done to the 500 sidecars today, brilliant racing. So the results of race 49 in the programme was a win for number 9, Mitchell Godden and Paul Smith, and that does confirm he is the South Eastern Centre champion for 2021. Second place, number 68, Dan Berwick and Mark Hopkins. Third place, number 77, Sean Hughes and Lewis Bennett. And fourth place, number 23, Jake Gehring and Luke Russell. 1 minute 10.91 was the winning time, 1 minute 10.91. That does confirm that Mitch Godden is the winner. Now, you could see from those conditions that things had got incredibly dusty. Now, we have heard from the clerk of the course. That there... I'm just waiting because there's bikes coming onto the circuit. We've just heard from the clerk of the course there won't be any more racing today. The dust has beaten us. You could see from that last race, the dust got absolutely unmanageable. I was confused by the bikes coming onto the circuit, to be honest. I think they're going back to the pit box. We will be having a presentation of awards behind us on the podium, so please do join us in congratulating the riders. We do have winners in all of the classes, despite having to cut the heats down. On behalf of the club, we do apologise for having to cut the heats down. There really isn't anything we could do. You could see that they tried to water, they tried everything they could with the track.
Right, as you can see, we have got a ton of awards to give out. This South Eastern Centre Championships is notorious for its trophies. I was just having a look at that Unlimited trophy. You could probably tell from the commentary I'm a bit of a fan of the Unlimited race. 1933 that came about, that trophy. But all these trophies, a lot of them have been given over the years, and it relies on all of the club doing lots of chasing around and getting the trophies, and it's a bit of a nightmare, in truth. As is a lot of things to do with running a meeting, like the fact that you get the most glorious day that you've had for weeks and weeks, and it has to be dusted off. You just can't make it up, really, can you? So I think before we start, I think we pretty much should give the GTSA club and all of its members and all of the people involved a massive round of applause for getting this meeting on. Great stuff, great stuff. So, we've got a lot of classes to get through, so we will crack on with the 350cc solos. Our trophy girl has not turned up yet. So this is Jim Wiseman, who is the chairman, I believe, of the club. Well done, Jim. So, 350cc solos in third place, just on the line. It was one of the closest finishes of the day. Ricky Sandford.
Well done, Ricky. Well done, mate.
I will do in a minute, yeah. Don't worry, you won't get away. I'm just trying to think about this technically because I've got a wire. In second place in the 350 solos after a great race with Ricky, Dave Mears.
No wonder you come in second, Dave.
There's a fair few elbows flying then. But the 350cc champion, the South Eastern Centre champion for 2021, Luke Harris. He's an old boy now, Jim. So I'll see if I can get this wire to you, Ricky, because I know you like a chat. Ricky, obviously, great race with Dave in the final. You might have to come this way a bit. Obviously enjoyed it out there.
Yeah, loved it. The final was the best race of the day for me, and up against these two chaps. Yeah, lovely, brilliant. Yeah, enjoyed it.
Cracking final. And Dave, likewise, really. I mean, it's great to see you back, first of all. Obviously, everything's okay, I guess.
Well, the pins are all still in, so that's never going to change, so you just have to get on with it. But no, it's good to be sort of on the pace. Obviously, Luke's probably about 30 years, maybe younger, so it's just nice to be sort of on his exhaust pipe.
Yeah, brilliant. And looking forward to next week now.
Oh, the Masters, yeah, someone's got to come last.
And our winner, Luke Harris. So, Luke, great day. Obviously, we never know whether you're going to turn up in the 250s, 350s, 500s, but 350s at the moment and enjoying yourself.
Yeah, usually I book in a few 350 meetings during the year, so I thought it was about time to get it out. And yeah, it was a good day. Track was a bit challenging in some places, and you know, Dave giving me a run for my money. So no, yeah, it was a good day overall.
Yeah, he was never too far away, was he? So, 3, 2, 1 in the 350s. Ricky Sandford, Dave Mears, and Luke Harris.
I've got to get this one in. You get bollocking if you don't get that.
See how many trophies they all take. So on to the 250cc solos, and a fantastic lineup of 250 solos. It's one of the toughest competitions at the moment in Grasstrack. In third place, he's performed really well. We saw him in the 250s and the Unlimited going well. Chris Still. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
And second place in the 250 solos, one of our bright young talents at the moment, Cameron Taylor. And our winner in the 250 class, great to see this man back on the grass track, Rob Mear. Well done, Rob.
Thank you very much. Come on, boys. Come on, mate. Thank you. Yeah, good well. You want to hold the trophy?
So this is the Bernie Edwards Trophy, this one here. So, yeah, lots of names on there. So there we go, Rob. Well done, mate. Very good job. Right, we'll have a quick chat with Chris. Chris, well, first of all, talk about the Unlimited, because that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was all right in the heat, wasn't it? I had a better head start, I think. But, no, it was all right. I was surprised James come round me that quick, and Graham, don't know, he was gone on that four-stroke for some reason. But, no, it was all right. I enjoyed my day. It was really good.
Yeah, it looked a great one to watch. And third in this one, obviously these two are absolutely flying, so you must be chuffed with third.
Yeah, I don't know why it's taken me so long to go a bit quicker than I always did. I'm 45 now, so why I'm going faster, I don't know. But they're hopefully they slow down a bit as they get older, and I can go a bit quicker.
Yeah, good luck with that. Well done, Chris. And it's going to happen, isn't it? Cameron, another rostrum, another podium. It's just been a great season, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's another good meeting. Not best start in the final, but it was a good race, and yeah, it was a good day.
Brilliant. And Rob, so 250 racing now then.
It was the only bike I could get.
We know you've been doing a bit of flat tracking, and obviously the speedway's gone to one side. So, but enjoying it on the 250?
Yeah, very much so, actually. It's probably the first time I've ever been on a grass track bike and enjoyed riding the bike. You know, normally you turn up and, you know, you just do what you do at grass track, but actually riding the 250 is a whole different breed of bike compared to the 500, and it's actually a nice day out for a change.
Oh, that's good. Well, that's what Grasstrack's all about. A nice day out, isn't it? So, 3, 2, 1 in the 250s. Chris Steele, Cameron Taylor, and our champion, Rob Mear.
Right, boys. Thank you. Great day.
Cheers, Rob.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Nick. You got 2.
So we now move on to the upright class. He needs help with the trophies, look. The upright class, brilliant racing in the upright class. The final, that last corner, I can't wait to ask them about this in a minute actually. 3rd place, Paul Knott. And 2nd place in the upright class after some brilliant battles with Paul, Rodney McDonald. And our winner in the upright class, he's probably on some of these trophies somewhere, I'd imagine already. The upright champion for 2021, Bob Dolman. So there's a chance that Bob's got the trophy at home still. So, I mean, that's confidence, that is, isn't it? Didn't even bring it. Paul, that last corner.
Yeah, a little bit of a mistake by myself. But that's how it goes, isn't it?
Well, we couldn't really tell from where we were sat because of the dust. It looked like, we couldn't tell if Rodders had been a bit hard on you or if you'd just lifted or what had gone on. But, you know, you must be pleased with the day. Brilliant racing. You've had some great rides with Rodney all day.
Yeah, it's been good to ride against Rodney and we have a little bit of fun with it, and it's a good day, really.
Excellent. Well done, Paul. Great to see you back. Rodders, great day. Obviously, one of your best days on the upright probably for a long time. So, enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, it was good. Enjoyed doing it for a while. Changed frames, got myself a Godden, back to where I was 21 years ago. So, yeah, I know how they handle.
No right turns anymore, though?
No. I sort of went into the corner and just kept laying it over and hoped that it'd be all right, really.
And it was fine?
Couldn't see.
Well, I mean, you must have enjoyed racing against Paul because, you know, you had some great battles, the 1st and 2nd, and then in the final, right up to the last corner.
Yeah, no, it was very enjoyable. We couldn't quite catch Bob. He was too quick again, but, yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, well, that's it, Bob. I mean, you just went, you had a bit of trouble to start with because they did make a gate with you, but then you just seemed to sort things out quite quickly.
Yeah, I thought I could split them going in the first corner, but I thought again. I thought no, I better not. It's the last race, so I followed Paul in quite tight and got up the inside of Rodney, and I thought, well, I'll just watch Paul where he comes into this corner, and he left me a bit of room on the outside, and yeah, that's what I try.
And it worked, and obviously these boys are fairly new to upright racing in this country, anyway, Rodders. But there's a lot of riders at the moment coming into the upright class. You've done it for a while, but you must be really enjoying the class at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's had ups and downs, the uprights. It's still one of the strongest classes. I think we've got the best riders in England in the southeast. Nothing against the northern riders, but and these two will probably be joining me next year on the long track. Next year abroad, and it's you come back to England to get fit because it's on the long track. You do have a bit more time on down the straight, and we're not and less laps as well. Yeah, we do 3, so today was like normal.
There we go. Well, good luck with all of that. But 3rd place in the uprights, Paul Knott. 2nd place, Rodney McDonald. But our champion, Bob Dolman. Well done, gents. Awesome. So next on my list is the unlimited class, and something completely different that they have down here, this unlimited class. The trophy down there that's by Jim's feet is the one that they were going for. That's the one from 1933. So fair to say, it's had some winners. You look at the names on it. I saw Martin Tatum's on there. Don Godden I saw on there, I believe. Graham Hurry I saw on there, Mitch Godden's on there, so it's a big trophy to win, and obviously it's completely unique with the staggered start as well. I was really pleased to see coming home in third, despite only having quarter of a litre to play with, Graham Thomas. Second place in the Unlimited Solo. I know he really wants to win this one. He's won it before. Mitch Godden. But the winner of the Unlimited Solo, James Shanes.
James hasn't won it before, he deserves it.
Nice on there, isn't it? You just sign it. Right, wait for that. There it is. Oh yeah, little boys. Right, Graham, we'll start with you. I'm worried because I can see what he's doing. He's poised. Graham, obviously, you know, half the power of these chaps, but I mean, what do you think of the race? Because it looks awesome from the outside, but I can imagine, knowing you've got wild long track riders coming up behind you, is pretty terrifying.
Yeah, I was trying to keep them at bay for as long as I could, but obviously the power overcome me in the end, so third's happy enough with that though.
Have you raced in anything like this before?
Cheshire last week we did an 8-lapper and I finished second to Paul Cooper, so we had a good run there as well. So yeah, very good.
8 laps, geez. Okay, fair enough. Well done, Graham. Great to see the 250 up there in third. Mitch, obviously James came in late. You were talking to me about it just now, about, you know.
No, to be fair, James deserves to be on there. You know, it's, You know, it's a fantastic trophy that's got a lot of history. And James should be on there because of where he is, what he's doing, and he's a GP rider, and I beat him earlier.
One of the first things that you told me when you got up here, but obviously, you know, that format of racing, like I said to Graham, it's unique to this centre, and it's something that is really quite spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it a lot of times over the years. Sometimes it's been handicapped, sometimes it's not. But you know, we've got to make a show, and it's part of the show. So yeah, whatever. You know, it's great, and got a great winner.
Yeah, great winner, and we'll talk to him now, James, for a minute, because Unlimited, it's another title to your name, so yeah, I mean, they asked you this morning and you just did like you normally, yeah, all right.
Yeah, I didn't realise Charlie Powell wasn't here, so when they said, yeah, why not, so it's a bit of riding, and I had to let the old man win at least one sometimes every now and again, so yeah, it's great fun. You know, I've done a couple of meetings like this before in Germany. They do a handicap final, so it's definitely exciting, it's interesting, and it's definitely something I think we should do more of.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done, James. We'll see you again in a minute because you've had quite the day, but I'm going to get out of the way quick because I can see what's coming. Third place, Graham Thomas. Second place, Mitch Godden. But the winner of the Unlimited, James Shanes. You've both got to come up again yet. You're going to be soaked. Right, it's now. There were steel shoes coming up here just now and it looked treacherous. Now it's deadly up here. Got the risk assessment of you. Right, up next. Don't go too far, James, will you? Because the 500 solos are next. Be careful of the floor if you're coming up here, please. It is slippery. Third place in the 500 solos. It's such a shame we didn't get a final because it would have been a treat, but conditions, well, we all know what happened. Third place, Martin Sturgeon. In second place in the 500cc solos, Paul Hurry. But our 500cc solo Southeastern Centre champion, James Shanes. Now, you've seen how many trophies there are to carry. She can't carry one. I did say it was slippery, didn't I? Right, Martin, I'm coming. It's getting a bit personal, yeah. Martin Sturgeon, great to have you back. Obviously, Battle of Britain didn't go to plan, but yeah, back on it now.
Yeah, no, it feels good and that, and yeah, it's the same about the dust and that, but the track was good. So.
And no rust or anything? You felt fine on the bike?
Yeah, I felt good and that. Doing a little bit of motocross with the boy and that and me, so yeah, it felt alright.
Yeah, because he's British champion now, isn't he?
Yeah, so yeah, he done well that day.
He did. He did do very well. So well done to Martin Sturgeon. Great to see you back. Looking forward to next week. Paul Hurry. So, bit of a spill at the start of the Unlimited, which is a bit of a shame, but after that, you've had a good go, haven't you?
Yeah, for an old boy. Yeah, I just dived in there and it was a bit of green grass and down I went.
Yeah, and it was a shame because obviously that Unlimited, we were looking forward to a bit of a race, and in the final, obviously you and James would have gone at it, I'd have thought. You confident you were going to have a bit of an edge?
I wouldn't say I'm confident, I'd have had a go, but yeah, obviously James, he's on form and yeah, he's going good, so it would have been hard work, but I'd have given it a go and yeah, it's just a good day out.
It was a good day out, and a shame that the final didn't happen, but obviously looking forward to next week now.
Yeah, obviously with the final, it's difficult, isn't it? Obviously everyone can see that you can't see where you're going, and if you go into a corner and someone's laid in front of you and you've got nowhere to go, it's just dangerous. And you have to think of the bigger picture. We haven't had no casualties as such today through dust. So yeah, it's a good call, and yeah, well done to me dad.
Yeah, absolutely. Never easy to do, never easy call to make. So yeah, well done to Graham, I echo that. But well done to Paul for today. And James, you've been up here once, and yeah, not alone this time. So you better introduce us all.
This is baby Grace. So my first daughter was born 12 days ago. So thought I'd bring her up for the podium the first time.
Isn't that cute? And he also won a couple of races. So James, obviously, yeah, we talked about the Unlimited, but the 500 just went to plan, really, didn't it? Just out the gate and gone.
Yeah, I couldn't believe I watched the first couple of races and game one didn't go anywhere, so I didn't think I was going to do much, but somehow I found something. So yeah, it's great. It's good to be back here. It's probably one of my favourite tracks in the country at the minute. So it's great to be back. And like Paul said, they made the right decision with the dust. It was getting to the point that safety comes first, and as we all know, there's been plenty of accidents with dust. So yeah, like I say, just right call, really, my decision.
Yeah, absolutely right call. So well done. There's a wasp behind you, so I'm just... James, next week, obviously, the Masters. You've done a lot more racing in this country this year. Kind of weirdly enjoyed it, I think, as well, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been... I haven't ridden in England for a lot for a long time, so it's been quite nice to get back out here and sort of fall in love with racing again. It's been a tough year, been a lot going on personally, so to have, sort of fall in love with racing again has been great, and I hope next year I'll be able to get a little bit more racing in England done as well.
Brilliant news. Well, third place Martin Sturgeon, second place Paul Hurry, but our 500cc South Eastern Centre champion, James Shanes. Give her back. He gave her back and said, "She's making noises." On to the 500cc sidecars then. Well, I mean, that last race, you couldn't see a thing. I was amazed to see that they all kept going. Brilliant riding from the 500 sidecars. In third place, Dan Berwick and Mark Hopkins. Our second place crew in the 500cc sidecars. Some brilliant racing from this crew today. Tasha Bartlett and Kira Southgate. And our winners in the 500cc sidecars, a flawless performance today, Mitch Godden and Paul Smith.
Down there. That's not important.
I like the race shoes.
Yeah. I think we take it very serious.
Got the beachwear on. Right, Dan. Good racing again. Obviously, you had a great result with the Battle of Britain earlier in the year, but hang on, I'm going to have to do something with the mic. Just pass that on the back for you. Come off it.
Pass it around the back. Hang on.
I wasn't as brave with you as I was with Paul. That's weird. That says a lot about me, doesn't it? Right, Dan. Great racing today. Good, obviously, that last race so horrendous, really, with the dust, but you're on form, aren't you?
Yeah, it's good. We're just picking and choosing our meetings, so it's hard to get into it, but then we get into it like towards the end of the day, so we're going to have to do a few more, I think, to start the meeting better off.
Yeah, and obviously Ledbury coming up, so obviously a big target for that one, I'd have thought.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough meeting. It's going to be tough.
Certainly will. And Mark, obviously every day's tiring for you with the left-handers and the right-handers, and sometimes the foreigners and sometimes the right-hander as well. But enjoyed today despite the dust. I can see it still in your eyes.
Yeah, it's been a decent day today. Yeah, enjoyed riding.
Good stuff. Well done to Dan Berwick and Mark Hopkins on their third. Look at this, I'm getting tied up. Second place, Tasha Bartlett and Kira Southgate. Tasha, obviously, great racing today. Really good race. All of your races are really good. Popping wheelies as well, as I see over there. So, yeah, must have really enjoyed yourselves.
Yeah, it's good to be back with my best friend at my side, and we're enjoying racing again. So who knows what can happen?
Yeah, you look like you're enjoying yourselves as well over social media and everything else. So it's obviously you got your mojo back and you're going for it. But obviously haven't been to on the continent this year, but enjoyed racing in the UK a little bit more.
Yeah, we always love supporting local when we can, but yeah, we haven't missed the European side, but we'll be back there when we can.
Yeah, definitely. And Kira, obviously that meeting at Ledbury coming up, and you guys are, not far away from being favourites at the moment.
Favourites? You can't say that in front of Mitch. Christ. I mean, we'll give it a good go. We always do.
You remember what happened at Frittenden when it got wet?
Does everyone remember that?
You never know. You never know, Mitch, do you? You never know.
No, it's such an open class. Anything can happen. You know, we have to take every race one at a time and just absolutely go for it every time we hit the track. You know, they're all chasing us and they all want to beat us. So we've got to do the best. Just got to do the best we can every time.
Yeah, and Paul, obviously, like I said to the girls, really, not as many trips abroad, but still enjoying the English grass track when you can.
Yeah, it is good. I mean, we haven't got many left. We haven't done many this year at all. You know, we're normally doing 20 odd meetings abroad, and yeah, to not get across there at all is, we like it out across there. Yeah. We like riding here also, but we can't wait to get back out there.
No, definitely not, and it won't be long. I'm sure it won't be long, but our top three in the 500 sidecars, watch the wire, there's bottles going off from Mears and all sorts. Third place, Dan Berwick and Mark Hopkins. Second place, Tash Bartlett and Kira Southgate. And our champions, Mitch Godden and Paul Smith. God, it smells like a nightclub up here. All right, the left-hand sidecars, a class synonymous with GTSA, really. Fabulous lineup, 3 heats of left-hand sidecars. We had a result declared after 2 heats because we couldn't run the final. So in 3rd place, overall, Josh Penfold and Daniel Woodbridge. Second place in the left-hand sidecars. They had a problem actually, so if the final had been run, they wouldn't have been able to take their place. So they're pretty lucky that the results were called after 2 legs, because it does mean that they're second. They are at the moment still the British champions. They're not quite the South East and Centre champions this year. Rob Heath and Carl Fish.
Can't read my notes.
Now, to be South Eastern Centre champion in this class is pretty much the same as being a British champion in many people's eyes. It's that tough to be the South Eastern Centre champion in the left-hand sidecars. This year's left-hand sidecar champion, Tommy Penfold and William Naden.
Sorry about this. Just pass that around your back so I can get around. Sorry, it's a bit wet. Yeah, that's all right. That's Vinny's fault.
Good. I was going to ask actually. Josh, another podium. Seem to be making a habit of it.
I'm trying to, so just these two, innit? Getting them away from that top step now, innit?
You've seemed to have mastered starts anyway. You've made some flying starts.
Yeah, it's like this. Yeah, it's just what it is. You know, just on the learning curve, you know. So, yeah.
And Dan, obviously enjoying being on the side of him.
Oh yeah, it's all good fun. Extra day off work for me, to be honest. So it's bonus.
Bonus, absolutely. Well done to Josh and Dan. Second place over here, Rob Heath, current British champions, and still on the podium despite the problems. Hopefully it's nothing too serious.
No, we get it fixed. Yeah, really hard day today. I don't think Josh got the memo that he's new and he shouldn't be at the front just yet. So, and I love being up here with 2 Penfold crews. I just love it. It's just happens every week. But well done to Tom. He deserved it today. I think the result would have been as it is today, as we stand here anyway. I don't think anyone was going to catch Tom. He was really quick. So, yeah, well done, Tom.
Yeah, he certainly was. And obviously, Kyle, you've got you had a great race in that first race with Josh. Must be enjoying those races, but conditions just got quite serious by the end, didn't they?
Yeah, it was, and it was getting really bad. I mean, today, them 2 races were tough enough, so I dread to think what the final would have been like.
Absolutely. Well done to Rob and Kyle. But our champions, you're probably on here already, Tom, somewhere. Great day, obviously. I might hand it to you because you're a long way up. But really good day. Obviously, really enjoy this track because it's not the first time you've gone well here.
No, this track is probably one of the best tracks to ride out here. This one and the other Frickenden track, both are really good.
And obviously Ledbury coming up, and we all went up there the other day and it got rained off, so really looking forward to that one, I'd have thought.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one, especially with the left-handers now, all the up-and-coming young ones. Yeah, and Rob Heath, love racing against him. Don't know what he's crawling for, he needs something.
New clutch. Done well, obviously enjoyed your day.
Yeah, I mean, this track is always great, so today was a good day racing. Shame about the conditions, but, you know, it was the right decision in the end.
Well, where you were, it was all right, I suppose. Third place, Josh Penfold and Dan Woodbridge. Second place, Rob Heath and Carl Fish. But our South Eastern Centre champions, Tommy Penfold and William Naden.
The kid I'm worried about is Rob. Come on.
I was all looked up, ready to go home. It's embarrassing when you talk. I hate it. I hate that bit. Right.
So the final class that we haven't awarded yet is the right-hand sidecars. And they were racing for the coveted mixed steer trophy, which you can see up the front here. Cracking trophy, and I know for a fact that all the right-hand sidecar drivers want this trophy because it really means something to them. Mixed steer being a massive part of sidecar racing all over the country. To present this trophy, I'd like to invite Tyler Whale, who is Mick's grandson, to the stage. So let's give Tyler Whale, everyone, a round of applause. His dad was a half-decent passenger as well. So before we get to that great trophy, we'll go for third place. And I thought this man's season might have been over, so I'm delighted that he's ridden today and he's riding next week. New passenger though, Rob Wilson and Alan Elliott. Second place in the right-hand sidecars, Paul Whitelam and Richard Webb. It's like Rob's wearing the wrong stuff, isn't it? He's not wearing the uniform.
What's the wire? Well done, Rich. Well done, darling.
But our winner, the South Eastern Centre champion and the Mixed Steer Trophy winner again, this is the 7th time he's won this, Mark Cosser and Gareth Williams.
Gareth, you've got the wrong trophies. Oh. These are the right-handers. There we go. Good point, isn't it? You got the right ones? Yeah, ace.
Go then.
Right, I think I'll start actually with this man here, if that's all right. You can't stay away, Alan. There was a really confusing moment where you went into the corner with Paul, and it threw me. But obviously, you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, no, good to be back. Yeah, Will's gave me the call, so I couldn't say no. So yeah, just helping him out for today and next week at the Masters. So yeah, all good.
So just a couple of small meetings, fair enough. Rob, this season's been a disaster, really, hasn't it? But obviously, nice to have a third today and sort of get things back up and running again.
Yeah, for sure. I was doing something at the beginning of the year and it wasn't quite working for me. And we went back to our carbies and Mark's helped me out. He's done the ignition and put some new wiring on my motorbike. And yeah, we're thereabouts, that's for sure.
Yeah, it certainly looked really fast today. You must have been pleased with how quick the bike was going.
Yeah, I was. It's good to get Alan on the back. And as most people know, Terry's going to have a go next year. And I just want to have the bike reliable so the boy can have a ride every week and enjoy himself, really.
Brilliant. Has he sorted a passenger yet? Because Alan's still looking pretty handy. Paul, well, you still beat him, I suppose. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see Alan back again, but yeah, it's nice to win.
beat Alan, yeah. So obviously you had a good day, really. 2 wins, so very quick. Track was pretty good as well, just the dust.
Yeah, for sure. It got really dusty and they made the right decision. But the bike's going great, no problems at all with it, so it's good.
And Rich, looking forward to next week. Is it your first Masters next week?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's the first Masters, and hopefully we're starting to peak at the right time.
Certainly looks like it, because, Paul, you've had a fair few decent results. Only won it the once, but, yeah, rarely out of that top 6.
Yeah, we're there or thereabouts most years, so hopefully top 6 again would be great.
Well, good luck with that next week. We look forward to it. Mark, you are a long way up. So Yeah, you've won. Let's start with the trophy, because that's the 7th time you're going to be on that, and that sort of means something, really. I know that you've not ridden steer frames yourself, but you know the fact that Mick was so involved in the sport.
Well, he changed the sport, didn't he, really, when he came along, and the steer frames, which was about when I started, they were at their height, so it's, yeah, it's a pleasure to be on there.
Absolutely, and obviously pleased with how the bike's running. You went out for that final. I don't think you realised everyone else had turned up. I don't know what happened, but the bike looked quick enough, but nothing terminal at the end?
No, just didn't put enough fuel in it.
Not enough fuel, so if they got in the final, what you said is... Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, Mark, looking forward to next week?
Yeah, I think we're ready. It's, well, the Masters is all on the final, so it's 4 laps, so we'll get set up for them 4 laps and give it a go.
It's a weird one. I mean, Gaz, it's your first one with Mark, and he's not been off the top 2 for about 10 years. So, yeah, it must be quite daunting, I suppose, in some ways.
Yeah, it is a little bit, but I'll be all right.
Yeah, you enjoyed your season together, though?
Yeah, really enjoyed it.
Thanks for that. Cheers, guys. Well, let's give them a round of applause. 3rd place, Rob Wilson and Alan Elliott. 2nd place, Paul Whitelum and Richard Webb. But our champions for 2021, Mark Crosser and Gareth Williams.
That's it, yeah. That one there looks like a yachting thing. Hold that tab. Yeah, sorry. Right.